Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Living on the Farm. Yesterday we bred all our spring heifers, artificially inseminated them, and it was a lot of the same stuff as one of our earlier videos about synchronizing and breeding heifers. So we didn't get a lot of shots. We actually used a breeding barn this time though, and brought in another technician because we had about 101 head to do. We did 30 of them Friday and about 70 something yesterday. So we were pretty short-handed and all hands on deck. Everybody's hands were full, so we didn't get a lot of video, but we got some, and I'm gonna try and talk through some of it for you. But we didn't have our usual going along as the video was shot talking about what we were doing. But I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. You can see here, this is the breeding barn that we rented from Cattle Visions, and a big thanks to Andrea, the technician that brought it out and helped us breed. We back it in here with our skid loader. We have a hitch on our skid loader, and that allows us to get it exactly where we need it. You know, we can turn that on a dime and get it right back up to our chute without any problems. And the tires are on hydraulic cylinders. You can see we let it down there when we got it where we needed it, and it lays it just flat on the ground. So we load the cattle just like normal. It's the way they're used to loading, the way they're used to being handled, so it makes things pretty simple. They remember going through the chute. Nothing really changes until they get in the head catch itself. The breeding barn allows us to breed 2 at a time, and just kind of speed this up quite a bit. I think Friday when I was by myself, I averaged about 6 minutes per head breeding, and we cut that in half Saturday. So it definitely saved us some time and saved me from getting wore out so bad, and it worked out really well. This is the inside of the breeding barn. You can see there's a stall on each side. The camera's right there where we get our AI rods ready, where we thaw the semen and put it in our guns. And there's a gate in between us that sorts as we let the cattle in from the back. You can shoot them to the left, and then you shut it and load one on the right. Their heads don't get caught or anything, and you can see a little curtain above their back. Once they get in there, a bar drops down behind them and keeps them in that kind of dark closet. They don't get caught in any way. They're just standing there loose. That curtain keeps them from seeing us, and you can tell they just stand really calm and quiet and let us do our thing. And everything's kind of ran off of strings in there. Once we get one done, we pull a string and it opens the door in front of them, and they just walk out, and then we pull the string to shut it. You'll see that in just a second. And we pull the rope and shut it, and we were ready to load another one. And Mark's practicing for a parade here. We had a little downtime, obviously. I think it took us about 2.5 hours to breed 70 something head. And this is us we've got the barn lifted back up and putting it back on the skid loader to take it out to her truck and hook up and head out. You can see on the back of the barn is the slider. That's where the cattle come in on that right side, and the person in the barn can pretty much run the whole barn from one spot. Pull the slider, let cattle in, move gates around, and it's pretty handy. A barn is pretty expensive. That's why we don't have one, but this time our spring group is always a big group to breed, and that's why we have to have it when we breed them. 100 heads a lot for one guy to breed, and it's a lot to set up and synchronize and breed at one time. So the barn really helped us out.